Welcome back, everyone. I am Error, and this is part 13 of The Witness. I am hopefully going to be showing you how to get the challenge achievement. This is an optional achievement, an optional challenge that you can complete either after the game or just before beating the game. It's completely up to you. There is a bonus area underneath the mountain, and it sort of leads all over the island, and I'm going to show you how to get there. So, if you go to the box that this guy is holding that you solved the simple puzzle on to get down into the mountain, if you look underneath, you'll notice there is a second solution. You want to activate that second solution, and then you want to climb all the way down to the second to last room inside the mountain. So that's immediately after you solved the giant floor puzzle. And I'll sort of skip ahead because we already did all this in the previous video, but if you need to figure out how to solve these puzzles, you can check out my other video because I go into pretty in-depth detail on how to get all the way down here. Alright, so once you're down on the ground floor, you're going to find this guy right here. And if you had not lit up that second solution on the yellow box, the tablet is going to be blank. If you activate that second solution, the tablet will be lit up. And then you have to solve this puzzle, which is one of the first times you're going to encounter these triangle puzzles here in a situation where you actually have to do it to move forward. So the way to solve the triangle puzzles is you look at the number of triangles in the square, and that's how many of the adjoining line segments need to be filled up. So each of these have 3 triangles. So each of them need to be bordered on 3 sides by your line. Anyway, this one's really easy. The ones that we're going to have to do in a few minutes are not going to be easy at all, but this is just sort of introductory. So as soon as you activate that, it opens up this door. It's a timed door. It will close, so go through as quickly as you can. And then you're going to go through here, and this is going to lead you into the caves. Now, I've already solved all the puzzles that are going to get in your way here, so all the doors are open. But this is just sort of a bonus area. There's a ton of puzzles in here. Most of them are not required puzzles. They're just there for extra credit, if you will. So anyway, you will eventually get to a point, and I'm trying to think where I have to turn here. I think this is it. Where you've got a puzzle on a pillar here, again with the triangles. I've already solved it. Again, if you want to take a look at the solution, this is kind of what you have to do here. You just sort of have to rotate around and make sure you're hitting all of those in the correct order. And as soon as you solve that puzzle, this doorway will open, or secret panel will reveal. You have to solve this puzzle, and then you can come in here. Now, this is the final room of the challenge. This, I don't know what to call it. This shrine or whatever this is, this mausoleum, I don't know. I don't know what the term is. This is what you open if you are able to complete the challenge. And then this is the maze room. And you've got the caverns here. And you've got this little tunnel, and there's the pedestal, which is very important. And right here is the record player. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to start the record player. It's going to start playing a song. And when the song ends, everything turns off and resets. So you have to complete all of what we just walked through while the song is playing. And yeah, it's a timed puzzle. And the other big trick about it is it's all procedurally generated. So you can't just memorize the puzzle solutions. You can't just look at a guide. You have to do the puzzles every single time. And you have to get really good and really fast about doing them. Because you are on a timer and they're always going to be random. So anyway, I'll try to talk you through it as best as I can as we go here. You're probably not going to get this on the first try. I've done this once before, and I mean, it took me a long time to get it. Not going to lie, I've already spent a lot of time trying to get it this time again, and I haven't been able to yet. So hopefully we're able to move through this. So anyway, I'm going to start up the record, and we are going to get this show on the road. All right, so as soon as the music starts, you can start working on these puzzles. The first one I don't think I need to say too much about. It's just a simple line maze. The next puzzle is also going to be a line maze, although it's just slightly harder. Again, not much to say there. The next one is always going to be the black and white squares, which, again, at this point in the game, if this kind of puzzle is giving you problems, you probably need to go figure something else out. Now, the pedestal is going to be extremely important to note the position of the yellow hexagons here. This is actually a map through the maze room. The yellow hexagons tell you where the two puzzles you need to solve are going to be, and then the path through, obviously, signifies your path through the maze. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. Now, in this room, there are 4 monitors, and they're going to light up in a random order, and they're always going to have somewhat similar puzzles. Although, again, they're procedurally generated, so they're always going to be slightly different. Just make sure you know where those monitors are, because it's not fun having to search around the room trying to find out where the next one is, because you really don't want to waste any time at all here. All right, so just make your way through these puzzles. Speed is very important. All right, so as soon as you solve all 4 of those puzzles, it's going to light up these 3 monitors here. Now, the trick involved with these puzzles is only one of the monitors has a solution that works. So you have to figure out very quickly which one it is and solve it. That will then unlock this bank of monitors, and you have a similar problem here. Because, again, only one of these has a solution. But the real trick is you've got 3 colors now, which makes it a little bit harder. So, again, just try to solve it as quickly as possible and move on to the next room. Now, this is the maze I was talking about. So you do need to remember the solutions that you found in the other room. So here's puzzle number 1. And it's worth noting that I really absolutely loathe these puzzles. Specifically the triangle ones. These triangle puzzles are just from the devil. I can't stand them. They're so outrageously difficult. Okay. That's not a solution. Because we need to hit this one still. And then we're hitting that one 3 times. Oh, and also, it was really nice of the game developers to make sure that you had the most stressful possible music while you're doing this. That's also real great. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. And if you screw up, don't worry, it's going to reset all your progress in this room and you have to go back. So if you screw up, you're pretty much done for. So don't screw up, no pressure. You know. All right, I think that's it. Okay, good. So now we have to get out of this maze. And this, for whatever reason, is always the puzzle that gives me the most trouble. So you've got a line symmetry puzzle. And there we go. Okay. Next one here, you've got black and white squares. And again, it's really awesome that they make sure that you've got this ridiculously stressful soundtrack. Because, yeah, it's not like this is hard or anything, right? That's not the right solution. Oh man, so close. And as you can see, as soon as the music turns off, yeah. Everything erases and you've got to start all the way back over. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, thank God. I cannot believe it. Okay, that is the challenge achievement. As you'll notice, 0.22% of gamers have unlocked this. And I can't tell you how happy I am that I'm finally done with that. I swear to God, I have post-traumatic stress syndrome every time I hear that song now. Just to kind of give you a recap of how long I've been doing this puzzle. Because I'm skipping forward like crazy when I make these videos. Obviously, I'm editing things out. You guys don't want to sit here and you know, listen to me swear as I try to do this thing 100 times and fail over and over again. That was 4 hours. That was 4 hours. Well, maybe between 3 and 3.5 hours. Definitely 3, probably pretty close to 3.5 hours of just running this puzzle over and over and over and over and over again. And I've already beaten this on PlayStation. I already have the Platinum Trophy for this on PlayStation 4. So I've done this already, and it still took me about 3.5 hours to actually complete this. So anyway, I wish you the best of luck. I feel like I've given you some pretty good tips along the way, but really it's one of those things where you just got to do it over and over and over again until you get very, very comfortable with the puzzles and how to solve them and what to expect. And it is doable. Here's the video proof. Just know that you're going to put some time in, but once you finally get it, it's going to feel amazing. And you're going to have an achievement that very few gamers can brag about. And one that is very highly skill dependent, although there is a luck component here too. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. This was one of the most horrible endurance runs I've had to do in a long time in a video game, and it's fun. I like this game, but I'm ready to be done with it. So I'll see you next time, and hope you guys have a good night.